Back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. You might notice a change of scenery. Yes, I am back at my house temporarily just to do makeup. When I went to my in laws, I brought a lot of yarn, so I was like, I'm not going to bring all my makeup too. So I really wanted to do a makeup look, and I saw someone, Patrick Starr, who is a makeup artist and influencer on YouTube, and he was doing the power of makeup. And the power of makeup, that trend started with Nikki Tutorials, another influencer on YouTube, and she did half of her face in full glam, whatever makeup she wanted to do, and then she had no makeup on the other side. And the goal is to show how powerful and how transformative makeup can be. So I wanted to do that, but I wanted to do a Pride edition because it's Pride season. Why would I not do that? So I am back home. I am sweating my balls off because it is hot where I'm at. So you're going to hear me complain multiple times about how hot I am. And I do apologize. Ooh, I should get a fan. They're in the other room. Damn it. I moved all my fans into my things to wear for Pride. And bring to Pride. If you show up to Pride with a fan, you instantly get like a level, like a +1 gay. So, so I have a couple small fans, and then I have my big fan, which is my Golden Girls fan, which is my favorite, and it produces a lot of wind. Um, but no, I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have sorry, my Golden Girls fan. It feels so good. I feel like a dog that's finally scratching that itch. You're just like, yes, yes, give it to me. Okay, so we are going to do a pretty dramatic look, I think, on one side, and the other side's getting nothing. I didn't shave my brows, which I meant to do before this, but I forget things. So I'm going to start by blocking out one of my brows. So I have a glue stick. It's best when you use the purple Elmer's glue sticks, but mine are all dried up. I keep forgetting to get more. So you just want to really rub into the hair. Make sure you go against the grain at first, because you want to make sure you coat all of that hair, or not that much hair if you're me. Try to not get much on your skin, because it does get kind of like crusty, lumpy when you get it on your skin. So the best thing to use is an alcohol wipe to wipe it down. But again, I'm not prepared, so what do you expect? And then you can take your glue stick and push your brow hairs up. It's a little shaky. This should be fun. A shaky hand. Okay, so I am going to fan this. How are you? How are you doing? So normally when you are covering your brow hair is darker than mine is right now. I don't know your life. Maybe you have orange red hair. But because my eyes are the color that I usually use to color correct, I've got to think about what's the opposite color on the color wheel that will cancel out this redness. So I'm going to be using like a greeny blue, and that is going to help cancel out some of the color. I'm going to put a lot of color on top of it, but you just it's nice to have as smooth and clean of a base as possible. So I'm going to take some loose powder. I use Cody Airspun. It smells just like Grandma used to make, and it does have talc in it, so just be considerate of that, as talc is known to, sometimes create problems for people. So I'm going to take my powder puff, douse it, with powder, and I'm going to press directly into my brow. So see, it's like mostly gone already. Like I don't even know. Like, do I need to color correct? I don't know. I might not. I might not color correct. First time for everything. Okay, so I still see like a couple hairs still have a little bit of texture. Hey Cami, welcome in. It's great to see you. So I am doing half my face in Pride makeup, and I'm just gonna show the difference that like dramatic makeup can make, or really any kind of makeup. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel beautiful or handsome or good looking. That's the goal. Well, maybe that's the goal. Maybe you want to look scary. Maybe you want to look spooky. Do whatever you want. There are no rules in makeup. So if you're looking closely, you can see that like it got a little chunky where I had excess powder. So I'm just making sure I'm smoothing that out. And you can take like something that's slightly wet. I'm gonna lick my finger because I'm nasty. And smooth that out. It's really sticky because I didn't give it a whole lot of time to dry. And I'm not doing a great job at covering my brows right now. I'm just gonna put it out there. But that's okay. So, but yeah, I think I might go for like a full drag makeup look. I don't know. Whatever. I'll leave it to the ancestors. And just whatever my mind creates. So I put another layer of glue down, and I am going to bring out my fan again, cool things down, help things dry a little bit. Ideally, you would let things fully dry before you do it, but like when you put that powder on, it sucks all the moisture out of the glue and really helps set it. So some people can just go straight through. Sometimes you need to do a second coat. Usually you'd let it dry, but I'm on the internet. Like I'm trying to freaking just do this. So welcome in, everyone. Please, announce your presence. Come hang out with me. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me what you're making. Tell me if you're, eating something cool. Like, just, I don't know, tell me your life story. I don't care. I'm into it. Okay, so now I'm taking my powder puff again, dousing it in powder. And I'm using the Cody Extra Coverage, and I find that it's just so much better than the original. And the original is great. So, you can find this at Walmart, or you can find it on Amazon. Oh, yeah, that's the look. Yeah, it's not my smoothest brow cover, but it never is. So, so after you really press that in there, because it kind of gets in all the nooks and crannies that the glue didn't settle into. So that's why you want to press it, but you don't want to rub it because you'll disrupt your brows and then they'll be flying all over the place like crazy. It's not that crazy, but don't try not to breathe the stuff in for real. So now I am going to do my base. I'm going to brush off any excess powder for my eye area. And I am using a couple new products. So if things don't go as planned, you're drinking Chardonnay, making what now be a really, really late Father's Day present. Well, good for you. Drink that Chardonnay, savor it, enjoy the flavors. I'm not a big Chardonnay fan myself. I do like white wine. I usually go for like Pinot Grigio, but I know a lot of people really like Chardonnay. So if you like that taste, go for it. Just moderation. Um, moderation and being safe. That's what we care about on this channel. So, I'm going to start by priming my face. And this is a primer that the original version, it was kind of a cult hit. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And I'm using the green acne one. As you can tell, I am very red. One, because it's hot as balls in here. And two, because I'm just a red person. So I want to spread this all over my face. Got to be careful of that brow. We don't want to disrupt it. But I'm just going to apply it. Now, it's supposed to make you poreless. I don't think anything in the world is going to make me poreless at this point in my life. I basically have a whole mountain range on my face. Hey, babe. I didn't see a storm rolling through. Sorry, that was my wife. Okay, I want to read this. Okay, if I want to drink Chardonnay, I want Kendall Jackson Chardonnay because I be just downright bougie. I love that. You know, as a culture, I think we don't celebrate treating yourself enough. It's always like, you know, we just don't celebrate treating ourselves. So I put this primer on, and you might notice it's green, and you might be like, the fuck, why are you doing green? So green cancels out red. So you can see on this side of my face, I'm just a little less red. Also the brow changes things, but I'm just a little less red. And that is my goal. So I'm going to try to learn how to close this, and then I'm going to put my foundation on. Now this foundation is pretty new to me. I have 2 new foundations actually, a powder and a liquid. So I'm going to put the powder on first, and then I am going to strategically put powder. I'm not quite sure, just to be frank. I'm not quite sure how these will interact. Sometimes you get like a foundation and a powder, or like a just like sometimes things don't interact well, and it's not necessarily any fault of either product. It's just some things don't play well together, and that is what it is. So we're gonna see if this is gonna be a huge tragic mess or not. I was getting my beauty blender wet. It's not a name brand beauty blender. This is a Morphe one. And I am going to start putting foundation on my face. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This foundation, again, was a viral hit. People were super stoked about it. But when it first released, they didn't have a color that was light enough for me. And then they did a second release of new colors, and those were not light enough for me. So in their third release, they created finally a product that is light enough for me. And you might look initially and be like, that's way too light, boy. Like, what are you doing? But it matches my neck, as you can see. And I'm just gonna pat that on, stamp it in all over the side of my face. Speaking about storms, I was boo-boo from my bum, and the Run for Your Life scream, hey, Killer Siren proceeded to make gay self-presence known, so I ran my fat... Wait. I am literally, like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, Kim. My brain's like, that doesn't compute. If you want to, like, dumb it down for me, I would really appreciate that. Because I'm just like, what? Sorry. I'm gonna put a lot right over my brows, and look, it's basically invisible. Isn't that amazing? My nose holds on to foundation really poorly. So we will have to see how this turns out. It looks like I painted half my face like stark white. That's how light I am. I am so pale. It is bonkers. But I prefer it that way because the sun is not good for your skin. It's good for vitamin D, which is good for your body. So I suppose you should get some sunlight, blah blah blah. But and I'm swiping it down my neck instead of patting, because I'm just using like the excess on the sponge, and I really don't need a lot of coverage on my neck. Yes, I do have some breakouts on my neck because I'm breaking out everywhere because testosterone hates my face. But that just is what it is. I was taking a crap, okay. And the tornado warning sign. Oh my gosh, screaming at the top of his. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Sometimes when poo comes, poo comes. This is a really weird thing to say. I apologize. I apologize that I said that. Okay, so now I've seen this applied a couple different ways. I've seen people apply it with a sponge like this, and I've seen people apply it with a standard powder brush, which is something like this, really fluffy, doesn't do a lot of coverage, but this is supposed to be a really high coverage product. So I'm gonna try it with my sponge, and we'll see. I'm gonna use a wet sponge, and I don't know if that's right. Everything in my body is screaming that it's wrong. Actually, so if I was gonna put concealer on, I would put it on now, but the foundation just does a good job at lightening up my under eye. I don't really feel like I need like a lot of foundation, or a lot of concealer, especially if I'm gonna go in with some full coverage shit. I don't think I need a lot, but let's see. So I'm just rubbing this around the thing, and I've like tested it on my skin, but I haven't quite like really gone in yet. So we're just gonna see how this goes. Fiona is going crazy, and I'm drinking wine, so my brain is not only going the usual crazy, but also drunk. Yes, I totally understand. I have trouble sometimes forming a coherent thought if I've had like just a little bit. When so yesterday I did 2 videos, and I said it before, I'll say it again. The first one was on inclusivity, and wow, that is a lot of coverage. Whoa, look at that. Like I just put it here. Whoa, that's crazy. So I did a video on inclusivity. It's not just about LGBTQ plus folks. It's about everyone, body size, mental capabilities, physical capabilities, but like all those things. I almost said body size again. All those things. And damn, this stuff is like for real. So and it actually, the whole conversation started, or I wanted to start it because of this foundation. And I know that might seem crazy that I have this big, long kind of speech about inclusivity, and it's about makeup. But makeup is a huge point of contention about inclusivity because this line of makeup, the dark shades are bad. They're bad, and they don't go dark enough. And and the undertones are like ashen. Like people look like they're ready for the crypt, kind of like this side of my face looks. Wow, that is a lot of coverage, and it actually looks pretty good over the foundation. When I first tried it, I didn't have any other foundation on, and it just highlighted everywhere I was dry, which is like right here, because I use a anti-acne cream. When I looked on the city, couldn't find any tornado warrants. Yelling, so who knows why he made it so. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you could, at any point, even right now, if you don't want to watch this video, that's cool too. I'd like you to watch this video, but I talked about inclusivity. It's a really important video for me, but it took a lot of mental power to like get my message out. And I did a second video where I was like, I just need to crochet, so I want to like hang out with people and stuff like that. And I was really struggling just to put sentences together. It was a lot. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of sketch out where I want my eyebrow to be. Now, the reason I blocked it out is because I want a very drag brow. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I like to start with powder because powder is really flexible. So if you fuck up, it's not the end of the world. So I just need to find an angled powder brush. all my brushes are dirty. I keep saying that I need to do something about it, but then I don't do anything about it. I think this has black on it, which I don't know if I... we'll just go with it. Okay, so I'm going to start where my natural brow starts, because it just fits my face. Okay, no, there's nothing on it. What the fuck? The great thing about doing only half your face in makeup is that it doesn't matter if things don't match, because you don't have to do it on the other side. Wanted to tell us, I don't know, hey, hi, how you doing? Yep, I guess so. Yeah, so this brow is already shaping up to be better than 50% of my normal brows, at least. So, I just sketched like a rough shape. See how it's very bitchy. And that's how I like my brow. I like my brow to say, hey, don't talk to me. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a brow shade, and I'm using the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette. Shiny. Okay. Man, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Okay. Where did I put that brush down? That was so stupid. Sorry, I talk to myself a lot. I feel like I'm doing like a Cruella de Vil makeup look. That'd be pretty sick to do. Sick. Sick, dude. Okay. So I'm gonna take a medium brown, and I am going, and it's gonna be a little bit warmer because I have orange hair. And I'm going to start following where I put that color. Now be very careful over your natural brows where you've covered them, because you can, if you start swiping back and forth, you're going to dislodge your brow underneath. So yeah, that's a bitchy brow. I think we need to reclaim the word bitch. That's just my 2 cents. It's hard because I don't know where to like put my hand right now. Got this big old heavy palette. Then I'm just gonna make like kind of like brush strokes so that it looks more like hair, because most people's brows aren't, just perfectly, smooth. There's a little texture to there. So just kind of taking that and putting little hairsies. You can go a couple different directions. I don't know what it is about making a brow like this that makes me go like, but I feel like that's what I gotta do. So. I think it's better to have a warning, a siren, and have it be nothing than, actually have there be something there and no one knows about it. So, I mean, better safe than sorry, but I know it is annoying. So, now if you can see over here, I don't have a lot of lid space. I've got to be really creative when I do my makeup to make it look like I have lid space. But when you put your brow literally up here, it makes so much more lid space. You can do so much more. You can really go buck wild. So that's what I love about a big old high brow. And I have a small forehead, so even though it looks like this is the biggest brow that's ever been made, it's actually not that big. It just looks big on my face. So keep on taking that brown and, you know, filling in colors. And then I'm going to take a slightly darker color and I'm just going to try to put a couple more like hair. Actually, I'll do that with a pencil. So this is good enough for right now. I'm not super plussed. So next is the fun part. Next is not the fun part. Sorry. So the next thing I am going to do is I am going to bronze my face. Um, Contouring and bronzing, they've really kind of collapsed into one thing for a lot of people. So if you're like, oh, everyone said I should have like a cool tone, and now everyone does a warm tone, it's just trends. You know, you can do whatever makes you happy. Um, Warm tones are going to warm up your skin, obviously, but they kind of bring a little life back to the skin. So that's why a lot of people switched over to a warmer contour. I cannot, for the life of me. Oh, my lipstick is here. I finally shipped and got delivered. Man, it took forever. Okay, where's my bronzer? That's a highlighter. There's some big ass eyelashes. Do you know where my bronzer is? Do you have it? Okay. Fucking. Oh, there it is. I find that if you just say a couple cuss words and, you know, hope and pray, that sometimes good things happen. Man, do I have like any brushes in here? What the hell? And I packed for my in-laws. As most of you know, I've been with my staying at my in-laws' place because I was house sitting. But pull this lash out because I think this is the companion. Nope, it's not. Okay. Fucking I'm very sorry. I'm so unorganized right now, and I know that's really different from how I normally am. This isn't my preferred bronzer brush, but it's gonna make do. And you know why? Because I'm tired of looking. So I use Park Avenue Princess, which makes me feel really weird. And I'm going to sculpt the face. Now, because I am a man, I'm going to contour differently. Even though I'm doing like a drag look, I still want to have masculine features. Just a preference. So I start my contour kind of at the top of my ear. I'm just going to gently blend it down. And then I bring it down like right here. And that really creates a more like angular kind of face. You see that? Like, isn't makeup cool? Like, isn't makeup cool that it can just do all these things? Hey, Winter. So that's what I do to do a more masculine contour. And well, I'm not usually this light. Like, this is like actually the right foundation color. I'm like, what am I doing? It looks crazy. This might not be my bronzer color anymore. It might be too light. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to do my hairline where I'm sweating profusely. And kind of come down and do my temple a little bit. So see how that just kind of whoop, whoop. and that just makes it more angular. Now, it does need to be more blended. You don't gotta tell me, but I want to make sure I have all of my contour placed before I blend too much away. And so the key I found is to look straight and just put on your contour like that. Get rid of that double chin. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend it a little bit kind of into where I didn't really want it, but just for the blend sake. And I'm just patting and blending, patting and blending. Again, there's no rules in makeup. Do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy. So, I actually don't do a lot with my nose. I'm pretty happy with my nose. But I do feel like if you don't put any color on your nose, it looks weird. Like your nose kind of like is a beacon of light. So I just take a little bit of the bronzer and kind of put it on my nose tip like that, just for like a little bit of color. You can go on the side a little bit with a smaller brush too, especially, and place a little bit of color. But you know, do what makes you happy. If you like your nose shape, don't go doing all of that rigmarole. It's too extra. I'm not in the phase of my life where that is my brand of extra. So winter, I'm doing half my face, pride makeup ready, and then I'm leaving half of my face totally makeup free. I don't even have moisturizer on. So there's literally nothing on that side of my face. So now that I've got that, I want to put a little bit of blush on. And my theory about blush is this. Blush is not there to make you look like a happy little baby doll with, little circle cheeks. Most of the time, that's not the desired effect. Blush is, bringing more tones to your skin to make you look alive again, because you basically killed yourself and then you are piling on makeup to look alive again. So, I hope that helps. What do I have? My makeup is everywhere. I'm on the struggle bus for real today. Struggle bus. We're not going anywhere because we fucking suck. I don't. My makeup look is corpse 101. Yeah, but a cool tone. If you do like a purple blush, that is, it's revolutionary because it gives you that like a blush effect, but it doesn't add any of that that rosy blood flow to the area look. So purple blush, check it out. I know Urban Decay has one. I don't know anyone else who has one, but there's purple blush in places. Use purple eyeshadow. Who cares? Speaking of using eyeshadow, I'm going to use eyeshadow for my blush because I can't find anything. What happened? I felt like when I did my, I deliberately contour my face to look dead. That's awesome. Is this pink or is this purple? Fuchsia. Kind of like that. Hot orange. Kind of like that. But I'm doing a Trans Pride makeup look. You can do what I'm doing. No purple blush doesn't match my skin tone. Yeah, well then don't do it. So I'm actually going to take this fuchsia and I'm gonna gently. Now these are pretty pigmented. I don't even know if these are sold anymore. And I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit everywhere. Like, it's not a lot, but it's just like enough to make you like because you're like real beige. And I just, oh wow, that happened. Okay, blend that in. Okay, that's enough. I don't do a lot of blush. I think the trend now is to do a lot of blush, but and this is definitely more than I think I normally do. But I'm so much lighter. Maybe it's just I'm seeing it for the first time because I can see my real skin tone at the same time. Uh, it seems like I'm wearing clown makeup, which is cool. I'm just gonna blend everything out a little bit. Not loving my Notoriously Morbid lipstick finally got delivered. I haven't tried it yet. It's upstairs where my parents live. So I'm so excited to try it because of your recommendation, Winter. Like, it really made a big difference. Okay. So we're going to try something abstract, different, editorial, buzzword. And I'm going to be using these cheap old face paints that I got off the interwebs. This is Athena brand, but there's like a million brands that do the same exact thing. It's just cream makeup. So, oh my gosh, I need a second. Got the vapors. Ooh, that brow is so good. Oh, I love a bitchy brow. I was saying earlier that I love a brow that says, "Don't talk to me." Oh, this feels amazing. I should just take off all my clothes and just like fan myself. But, don't want to blind you all. I really love mine. I'm so hopeful. But my lips are super dry right now. They're super dry. So anything's gonna look a little crusty busty on me, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this cream makeup. Now, if you have small eyes, hooded eyes, mature eyes, a lot of these things, if you put creams down and you do not set them with powder, they are instantly, like within seconds, going to crease on you. So to counteract that, I like my brows to yell spellbound. I love that. Oh my gosh, Winter, I just love you. I love everything about you. You're great. So what did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah. My ADHD is like, I really used a lot of spoons doing the inclusivity video. Do you know what that means? I don't. No, I don't know what it means. I just thought you were being really clever and awesome. Although you are, but... Okay, so while you're telling me that, so I'm going to take... I have 2 powder puffs. I'm going to take the one that I don't use as much because I potentially could get color on it, and I don't want that to be my normal face powder puff. So I have my translucent powder, extra coverage from Coty. It smells like a grandma. Oh, Susie Sue. Yeah, so this has had to be 10 years ago. Before I started dating Mel, I lived with what I believe truly to be the goth queen. Her name is Shanna, and she is wonderful and witchy, and oh my gosh, we would go to goth night together, and like just seeing her dance was just so like, oh my gosh, it would take your breath away. And she was super into Susie and the Banshees, and so we would always dance to Susie and yeah, I had like a big long period where I listened to them, and then I stopped for some reason. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something a little strange, and it might not seem strange if you've seen literally any TikTok, but I'm gonna take some plastic wrap, or I'm gonna try. Man, I hate these rolls sometimes. Not a lot. You don't need a lot. Where is the cutty thing? Okay. And then you're going to take your plastic wrap, which is already sticking to itself because that's what it does. And you're going to crumple it up. And the more you can crumple it up as much or as little as you want. Come to Canada, we'll go to Gothland together. Yay! Yeah, it got canceled here because it might be back on in the years since I've been, but just there were a bunch of like the age was like, you know, like everyone was like way older than me, and there were a lot of like really creepy, like not good creepy, but like creepy people, and also people who did not know boundaries, which I don't play around with. So I felt like that should make a sound effect. Good enough. Okay. This thing was really cheap. If you like doing crazy makeup, I highly recommend it. It's really great. The black and the white aren't the best. But every other color's pretty good. I haven't tried the metallic one. Metallic's gonna be iffy. Yeah, we'll definitely go to Goth Night. I haven't done a Goth Night in so long. I love Goth Night because it just like the music's so good. Oh, sorry, had like a visceral moment. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna need 3 brushes, and they are going to be a nickname for a creepy goth, Fred Zone, because it was Fred. He had to have his own song. Yeah, there was a poly couple who one of them was making advances on Mel, and we were just this was actually at the time we were secretly dating. Like no one was allowed to know because we worked together, and so he like was making moves, and like his wife at the time was like, yeah, Mel, I trust you. If he's gonna sleep with anyone, I want him to sleep with you. And Mel was like, I want to sleep with him. Like, this is not, this is not what I want. And it was really awkward. And he kept on being like, can I have a kiss? Like, oh, just give me one kiss. To Mel, it was very like not cool, and like consent was like out the window. Okay, so I'm trying to find the brushes that my heart desires, but they're not here. I am so sorry. This is 50 minutes me just looking for fucking brushes. Okay, we're just gonna get this done. So I'm gonna take my crumpled up this is plastic wrap. And I'm gonna put the colors of the trans pride flag on it. And it's gonna go on uneven and all this stuff, and that's perfect. You don't want it to look like, I'm doing this look, and I don't want it to look like I purposefully placed anything anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, we had a problem with boundaries there. It was so uncomfortable. Me and Shanna were like, I'm not doing the flag. I'm just doing the colors of the flag. Fred would never stop being all lovey and trying to make me love him, even though I kept telling him I don't love him. Yeah. Just people don't respect your boundaries. It's a no-go. Okay. So I have this plastic wrap. I'm gonna kind of like shift it around, do some little thingies with it, like blah, 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 blah. And then I'm just gonna like place it on my lid. And I'm gonna just like go over here too, share whatever. The pink's not as potent as I wanted to, but that's okay. We can just create things with eyeshadow. So it just kind of gives us like a general shape to work with. It's a little bit kind of like tie-dye. When you're done with your plastic wrap, you can't, like, okay. Other loves my things. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry to deal with that. So I'm taking my powder puff, taking a lot of translucent powder, because remember I said this will crease on you. And I'm just putting a lot of powder on, and it's going to kind of dull the colors initially, but we're going to go in with eyeshadows and perk them up. But it'll help keep it from creasing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool in person. On camera, I don't think it's reading as like splotchy, like creative as I want it to, but whatever. I've never actually done that before, so I just wanted to give it a try. Okay, so now is the time where we're going to go in with eyeshadows and we're going to make everything pop. You're going to be like, that is a big ol' homo. Instead of FOMO, we're going homo. Okie dokie. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Just shoot me now. Okay, so gonna go in with my pink first, and with this one, because it kind of landed, on my eyelid. Actually, give me a second. Put a little bit of. Actually, no, I'm not gonna put eye primer on yet. I should have done that first. Sorry. Oh man, I'm a mess. My brain is so taxed right now. So I'm gonna mix two pink colors, one very light, and then one kind of medium. And I'm just gonna go where it was before, or go where all the pink is, and really have it pop again. See, look, it's already like super bright. Doesn't look that bright here. Anyways, and then I'm gonna go in with a darker pink, kind of like I don't know, is that a cranberry? I don't know. And I'm just gonna go in and kind of like briefly like kind of put that in my crease and on the outer third of my eye. Wow, that's a lot of pink. I never wear pink. Oh, I hate it on myself. Okay. So, then I'm gonna go and take a blue. Where's my blue brush? Right there. And then I'm gonna do something similar where I put some kind of lighter blues. Now I don't want to take away the shape, because the plastic wrap created really cool shape, so I don't want to like undo it. But I'm just kind of placing it gently so that color pops again and is really bright. And then I'm going to take a deeper blue, tapping off any excess, and just kind of splotch it around just to give it some dimension. Just like that. It looks like a party banner or something. And then we're going with white. And I'm going to take a white eyeshadow. All this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm explaining it anyways. Pride beanie for a pattern test. Ooh, that's fun. Can you use like any Pride colors, or is the pattern like specifically for like rainbow? The pattern isn't Pride, but I'm using rainbow sparkly yarn. Ooh, what yarn are you using? I gotta know where the sparkly rainbow is. Although you tend to use a lot thinner yarns than I am used to. Why am I full of barbs? Okay, so we're gonna do what I've seen a lot of people do. I kind of hate it, but we're gonna do it just because it's fucking Pride, whatever. We're gonna go in with an eyeshadow base and we're gonna cut out like a little like boop. And it's gonna look so cool, and everyone's gonna be like, wow, how'd you do that? And you're like, magic. Also makeup. I think I'm gonna use this obsessive compulsive brush that I got with like a lip tar 100 years ago. If you take good care of your brushes, they will last forever. If they're, quality enough. I have brushes that I've been using for about like 15 years. Red Heart, Roll With It, Sparkle, and Kaleidoscope. Ooh, I have to check that out. I don't know what that was. Just disregard. Just disregard. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting my crease, but I'm going to be cutting it kind of higher than my natural crease goes. My natural crease is, look straight ahead. Like, it's like right here. And I'm going to be going like up here. It just makes the eyes look more open, especially when you got a bitchy ass brow like this. It is good to create more space because you got it. I got like pretty small eyes naturally. So I find that this, if I was doing this on like myself normally, I like don't have the real estate for it. And try to kind of blend the edges a little bit into, so see how it just kind of created a new lash or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to put in there. Contemplating. I mean, I could just put a lot of glitter. I love glitter. Let's do glitter. Okay, so I have glitter of pretty much every color. Not to brag or anything. But I want to use this blue glitter right here. This is a matte glitter. I got this probably 15 years ago. And I haven't even made a dent. There's so much glitter in there. Now, you want to have a glitter adhesive. Even though I put an eyeshadow base down, I find that often it's still not enough to make the glitter really stick. So, I mean, it helps a little bit, but it's not perfect. So, I'm going to go in with glue specifically made for glitter. This is from NYX. Doesn't have to be expensive stuff. I find cheap stuff works just as well as a lot of expensive stuff. So I'm going to take that glitter glue, put it on the back of my hand because I'm too lazy to clean the palette that I have. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds so awesome. You move some stuff out of my way. This is a great glitter glue. The thing with NYX though is like they're always like innovating and like creating new products, and then they dump products that were great, and I'm like, can't you just like keep the good products? Like, what am I doing? This shape is really turned into a shit show. So I'm gonna put that glue there. The glue is translucent, so you're not gonna see a bunch. I kind of like to do a lot of the feathering and blending with the glue because glitter doesn't really blend. So oh, powder's up and I need them. So the best tip to keep glitter from falling all over your face, being stuck to your soul, and all up under your eye when you don't want it there, is to put a metric ton of powder right in that spot. This is also really good for catching eyeshadow fallout if you use a lot of really powdery shadows. Macaron lippies were so great. I never tried those. I saw them, but I haven't had a lot of good luck with their lip products. So now I'm going to take this blue glitter, which is already wreaking havoc on my craft table, and I'm going to take that same brush that I put the glitter glue on with, because it's nice and sticky, and I'm going to start patting in the glitter. It's really blue. And because I don't want, just kind of like randomly splotch a little blue so it doesn't look like a big streak. I find that that's the biggest problem I see with a lot of people when they, and everyone does their makeup different. So like if they don't want it to look super blended, that's fine. But no, it's red. Where the fuck is it pink? It's like fucking rocket science over here. Okay, so I have two glitters. This is a reflex glitter, so it doesn't have that same. It's just a smaller glitter. It's like a mica instead of a piece of plastic, which glitter is. And then I have this light pink. Yeah, let's go light pink for the inner corner. I love NYX glitter. It's so affordable, so many colors. My older sister is getting married today. We didn't go because we are getting over a stomach bug and we didn't want to give it to anyone. We being me and my wife. So we didn't go, and everyone was like, "Thank you." And so she's getting married today. So congratulations to Christy and Nate. I hope you have the wonderful heterosexual lives that you always wanted. And I'm just kind of patting it in at the edge to kind of give it a more blended look. But you can see right here, it just doesn't look very blended. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... Can you fix this? Yeah. She called me and she asked me, she's like, so I have these fake eyelashes. How do I put them on? So I had a 10-minute, here's how you put on fake eyelashes. The day of your wedding. You've never put on eyelashes and you decided today was a good day to try. Risky, but go for it, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to take that light pink and I'm going to go on the other side. Boo, a straight wedding. Yeah. Want my gay ass up in there. And I'm just trying to blend out that line because it was pretty harsh looking. And I didn't really like it. That blended it out really well. I just used that lighter glitter. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So for this look, I believe I want a white eyeliner, and then I'm going to go in underneath and put a little black because, oh, hey, Daniel. I'm doing just a subtle look, definitely not, super draggy. So I'm going to go in and take this creamy white. And I'm going to get it on my brush. I have some white mascara, which would be pretty cool, but it's not here. So because I am going to be going really big with the lashes, I want to make sure that my eyeliner can be seen. I also want it to go in the direction that my eyelashes are going. So normally I don't put too much of an angle. I put that on my wing, but because I am going to be wearing huge drag lashes, I want to tilt my wing up because my lashes, I put it in angle so that they don't look like they're my eyes are closing. Just watch what I'm doing. How are you doing today, Daniel? So a lot of people, when they're really good at makeup, not talking about myself here, a lot of people, when they're really good at makeup, they plan ahead for things like this. And they don't put glitter where they're going to put eyeliner, because putting eyeliner over glitter is like putting it over river rocks. It's so, it's really hard to get a smooth line. And I don't really care that it's not coming to a super fine point because it's all kind of blending into this white area that we have here. I'm going to set this with white powder. And again, because it's cream and things tend to go awry when you don't set creams. At least for me. That's what I think about that. Should I do anything underneath the eye? This kind of looks like a butterfly, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not. I don't want a freaking butterfly. Okay, that's better. It's like, I don't want a butterfly. Okay. I am hot. We're going to have a fan break. Oh my God, it's cooling down my soul. Also, I got to go in and redefine my brow. I want it a little bit darker, just because I want it to stand out against all the eye makeup. I feel like a dog. This is the second time. Either stars or polka dots under the eyes. Ooh. I'll raise you one, and I'm going to do trips. So I'm gonna go back in. So I still have a shit ton of powder underneath my eye. So the key to fallout, eyeshadow fallout, and glitter is once you swipe once, don't go back in and swipe again. I like to hit it on my wrist like this. Get everything out so there's not like a piece of glitter and I'm sticking it back on, and then wipe again. So just a little tippy tip. Just the tip. So I'm gonna go in with this white. I'm gonna use it to shape my brush just by rolling it gently in the package or whatever. My hands are so shaky right now. They're so shaky. I'm like, ugh. It's the sickness. It just makes me so like weak. I don't want it to look like tears. I also don't want it to look like semen, which is kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. So shaky hands actually help with things like this because it makes it look very organic. So I don't know if any of you played this as a kid. I didn't. But what I did I ruin it? I might have ruined it. Whatever. That's what playing around is for. I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna go into the pink. And I'm gonna just like start kind of coloring randomly with the pink. A little bit of pink in it. I need melting candy drops to match my sweater. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the blue. And I'm going to do the same thing. Doesn't matter if it overlaps with the pink a little bit. Just don't blend it and make purple. I'm glad. Like, you still want there to be white in there. Oh, I told Mel about your experience meeting Ogre. And she was like, that is so cool. She was so happy for you. So I don't think I've told you that. So I told Mel, and she was like, "That is so cool." Winter must have been so excited, and I was like, "Yeah, they were." Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with the white. It was the most beautiful day of my life. I love it. Yeah, that is that. I mean, that is a story that is like just so cool. So we were so happy for you. Okay, now I'm gonna try to be a little bit more precise with the white and separate these little sections out. Like I still want it to look very organic, which it doesn't right now. It needs to be blended. But because my skin is so light, there's not a whole lot of contrast, so you can't really see it. So I really need that white, or a black would work, but a black, I feel like I want to keep this look pretty, like on brand with the flag colors. So, oh, I'm working on what the fuck? What the fuck am I talking about? I'm such a loser. I'm sorry. See that, like, that just, I mean, that just made a huge difference, I think. Also, Ogre sounds just like a sweetheart. We were talking about just like, wow, like that's so cool, like to like have someone like that. You know, because like not everyone in the world is that cool. So we were so happy for you. Okay, so I think that white really made it pop a lot more. So you can see it like this. I am gonna set this with powder, especially because it's underneath my eye. It will it will crease. The word of the day is crease. Okay, powder. He's been through a lot. Oh, cares deeply about his fans. That's amazing. That's so cool. Just doing like a big 1-2 punch. I want enough powdered so it's not sticky. So like sometimes I'll just kind of like take my finger, see what's sticky, and then powder it a little bit more. But once it's not sticky anymore, you don't need to powder it. Okay, I think I'm looking sufficiently gay. He's dedicated for me. He's not like yeah, cool, whatever. He loves. That's amazing. That passion is like, that's what makes certain people just like, you gravitate towards them, and um, you know, you want to see them succeed. You want to see their band succeed. You want to listen to them more. Nothing's worse than going to a show or like meeting a famous person and they're just like, whatever, because then you're just like, that kind of taints your it taints your kind of idea of them. I think it would for me. So I saw this at the drugstore. It's Megalast. It's God. It's Wet and Wild, Megalast, liquid cat suit, and it's black. I was like, oh my gosh, a black lipstick. I've got to try it. It is a glossy liquid lipstick, meaning that it's just a lip gloss. Hi, Jade. Welcome in. I'm not sure who those people are. I'm sorry. But if you tell me, I would love to be educated. I can't find a goddamn thing. I swear, like, I kind of knew where everything was in my makeup kit, and then I went to my in-laws' house and came back, and now I can't find anything. It's bad. The thought of reorganizing my makeup gives me heartburn. Did my eyes imagine there was a comment but it disappeared? Maybe someone came in named Jade, and I can't see what you see, but it's still on my ah. Stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. Okay, this eyeliner sucks, but I'm gonna use it because I can't find my eyeliner. Bill Moseley's name. Let's see. It's Bill Kidman. I don't know who that is. Okay, so I'm gonna use this eyeliner. I'm gonna make a mistake. It's not my favorite. It's so hard to do things with shaky hands. The reason why I do black underneath is because my lashes are gonna be black. My and so I want them to, when I stick them on, I don't want I imagine that. I totally imagine that. Or just need glasses. I don't know. I can't tell you the answer. Because I have none. I have no answers. But yeah, like look at this. You can see my hand has become a big old, it's become the bi flag. But like it's so streaky, and like this is supposed to be a lipstick. This sucks. But it's like really glossy and it doesn't dry down, so it's like it's a lip gloss. So black lip gloss is valuable sometimes. I'm not a big gloss person. I don't. It just never works for me. I am going to go in and fill in my eyebrows a little bit. What's this color? Rich auburn. Yep, that works. So it'll be a little bit more red. Go in one direction because, again, you don't want to disrupt your eyebrows. I know you shave most of your eyebrows off, right? So maybe you don't have this problem. But I only shave half my eyebrow off, but I covered the whole thing. Commenter blocked me, actually. That's why I can't see them. How? I mean, like, what? That's so weird. Huh. I honestly have no idea what's going on. YouTube has gotten real weird. It's just gotten real weird. Okay, so I need to put lashes on. I need to do something with my lips. Whole brows. Okay, I knew you shaved at least part of them, but I wasn't sure if you shaved them all. Yeah. Like, so my heart is like a white lip would be really cool, but then it'll show how not white my teeth are. Black lipstick is always cool. That's a fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. Black lipstick is always cool. Yeah, let's just do black lips. Um, let's see, I have a couple different black lipsticks with me. So this is the Black Moon Cosmetics one. This is the one that shall not be named, and I'm not using anymore because fuck that person. Where's my like? Oh, here it is. So this one, so this is the Sunset Makeup Black Lipstick. It says DLA 39. Don't know what that means. And then the black one, Black Moon one, is Sleepwalker. Yeah. So I like the Sunset one a little bit better. Get around that lip ring. Black lipstick is just cool. Just cool, man. This is just a really nice consistency. Is it a person who had cosmetic brand but was kicked out? No. I actually never bought from that brand. And at first, like, even before Scandal, I didn't like the brand because it was all everything was very drying, like super, super drying. Not just the lipstick, but the foundation, the powder, like the everything was just like super, just like sucked the life out of me. And not in a cool way that like it, makes me want to write a fanfic. Like so um um it's that's who it is. I mean, I have some of their stuff. I mean, I did use their eyeshadows this time, but I mean, if I have it, I'm gonna use it, but like I'm not gonna publicly say that I'm using their products because I don't want to give them, like I mean, I there's two people in the room right now, and like I don't want to give that person any more publicity, because they are a jackass and a piece of shit. So I'm not playing that game. Uh, so I want to find my eyelash glue. Is it here? What sucks is I really do like a lot of their makeups. They make really good makeup, but I just, for the most part, but this isn't my preferred glue, but I found it, so we're gonna use it. I agree with you on that. Okay, so I'm going to take my eyelash. Oh, they're both here. Okay. And this is a little modified by me. So this is a 301, which is kind of like the go-to drag lash. And I cut part of it off and then I stacked another lash on top. So they're really big. If you are not used to wearing lashes, they can be very difficult, but and they can go wonky real easily. But man, when they're right, they are right. So I'm using Duo Lash Glue. I'm using the tube kind, which I don't really like. Oh, damn it. The glue that I like is right there. I knew I saw it. I just couldn't remember where. Um, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And suck on this. Suck on that. Do you need anything else? I think with the lashes, I think it's good. Um, yeah, so I spent the first part of today, well, I spent the first part of the day crocheting, and then I spent some time on the grant that Mombi, aka Amy, maybe it's Amy, aka Mombi, told me about, which it helps. It's a micro grant um, that can help people in like marginalized groups. And she told me about that, and so I'm gonna apply. But it's really interesting, like the types of questions that they're asking me about, like creating my business. And I've already kind of mentioned that I really want. God, the back of my hand is so sticky because of that freaking lipstick crap. Um, Oh, wait, shit, this is the wrong eye. I don't even need glue on that. Get that off. Okay, wrong eye. Whoopsies. What the shit? These are two of this. Wait, is that a. I'm so confused. No, this is. Yeah, that's the wrong eye. Is this the right eye? Doesn't look like it, but we're just gonna make do. We're just gonna make do and we're gonna put the wrong lash on. I'm gonna put more glue on. So I'm filling out this application, and I've talked, and I believe, Winter, you've been in these conversations where I want to create an Etsy store that mostly focuses on people under the trans umbrella, and making items that make them feel good, help dysphoria, all of these things. And So it's there. I'm talking about like things that I haven't done. But so I'm trying to get a business grant, and it is just the questions are really interesting. I don't. I think they're U.S. based. Otherwise, I would forward it to you, Winter, so that you could apply, because I think you could definitely benefit from money. But okay. So see, this is if I apply my lash straight on, but I take the end and I kind of just move it up. Okay, the whole thing fell off. Ah, I hate putting lashes on online because it just never really goes well. You get this pretty like swoop effect. Pretty. And I have to, they're like, what's your Instagram? What's your like business Instagram? And I'm like, I don't have one. Maybe I should make one. I don't know. I wonder, is it that obvious that this is on the wrong eye? So what I like to do with fake eyelashes is I like to take my finger, and I told my sister this when she called. I like to take my finger and I like to make like kind of like a hook shape, and then just like basically what would fit around my eye, and then I like to push up my lashes like that, so they stand up a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with I'm gonna go in with a black pencil. Well, not anymore. That's definitely like Tina Belcher. So yeah, I was filling that out, and it's cool that these exist, but they were like asking questions like, what do you want to change about the world, and like things like that. And it's like, well, I mean, these are obviously important things to think about. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to like have a business. All the evolutions, that is cool. Congratulations on your commission. Okay, so I like to use the Burt's Bees grapefruit wipes. Um, but I lost the top of it, so they're all dried out. The good thing about these in particular is you can re-wet them and they still work perfectly fine. So I'm going to do that so I can get like a clean line down my face, and then we will be done with the power of makeup. Oh god, too much water. So yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna be wearing any makeup to Pride. I mean, I would definitely wear this to Pride. This is very, very like drag, but me, and like, I like it a lot. Um, so I'm gonna swipe down my face. I don't know how I'm gonna get my nose perfectly in half, but it's hard when you have so many piercings. You're like, geez, what do I do? I feel like it looked ridiculous. Wow, I am so red. I'm so red. Um, I guess this is the look. So this is the power of makeup. It can make you look um, like this. So yeah, I know I'm, about 10 years late for this trend, but um, God, these are just not really sitting where I want them to. Just come on, you little bitch. That's a big lash. I love them, and because I have such small eyes, they look like 8 times as big. So yeah, so this is the final look. I have my Venom shirt on today, which is really cool. You look fabulous. Thank you. Um, but yeah, for me, as a trans man, makeup is as evolved to be something different than it was before I came out. For a long time, I didn't touch makeup because I was kind of subscribing inadvertently to all of these societal norms, like men don't wear makeup and like all the stuff. And I had all this acne, and I was like, I always look like I have a lot of makeup on, and so I just didn't wear makeup for a really long time, and I missed it. Like, I love makeup. It's super fun. You can create anything. You can look like anything. It is so fun and creative if you enjoy it. Like, so, and I think anyone can enjoy it, but I had this like idea in my head that like I was gonna have like just tremendous dysphoria if I did something like this. I thought, oh, you're gonna like look like you did when you thought you were a girl. And, I have found that I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. And I don't think anyone should give a shit. Makeup is for everyone. There's no rules in who can wear makeup, and if makeup makes you feel good, then just go for it. So even, I think that that's been a big part of my acceptance as a femme trans man. Like, I'm femme. Like, I can embrace these feminine things and still be a man. And yeah, sometimes I can't wear makeup because I'm just like, I hate it. Like if I do something that's really traditionally like, like a Bale smoky eye with a wing, like I kind of, don't have my heart in it anymore. But yeah, it can be dysphoria inducing, or it can be dysphoria erasing, or it can be a mixture depending on the second. So, it's cool that we have a tool that we can use when we want to. And if it doesn't make you feel good that day, you don't owe it to anyone to, wear it. So, that's my 2 cents. Again, I'm gonna keep on pitching this like someone who has merch or something. I did a video on inclusivity yesterday, and it really is important to me, and I'm very passionate about it. I kind of got a little preachy, sorry, but that's just a sign of my passion. And it's not just about the alphabet, LGBTQ plus community. It's also about people who are neurodivergent, people who have different bodies, who have different things that they can do, like, the color of your skin, like all of these things, everything, every way that you can split people up. I wanted to talk and think about um, inclusivity, and it all started with this foundation. And oftentimes I will find that I I I like to just sit and reflect and think about different things. How can I be a better person? All this stuff. How can I contribute more to this world? Whatever. And I got this foundation because I saw a million and one TikToks about how amazing it is. This is the Maybelline Superstay up to 24-hour hybrid powder foundation, longest name in the whole wide world. And it had amazing reviews, and it's so full coverage. It is awesome. It is really good. And then I bought it, and I was like, yeah, and I tried it, and I was like, yeah. And then I saw one video of someone with darker skin, and they swiped the darkest shade of this on them, and it was like ash. Like it was so wrong. So the undertones are wrong. They didn't go dark enough with the shades. And so like I started thinking about inclusivity because of this. And not that I don't think about it other times, but I started, it's Pride Month, thinking about inclusivity there, and then just like being neurodivergent, being disabled, all these things. I just started to kind of pull pieces of all these things that I had kind of experienced, via video or, whatever. And I just kind of got on my soapbox and um, talked about it. So it's something that I'm really proud of. I don't know if I said everything right. Probably didn't. If I didn't, feel free to correct me. But and it did so many spoons, so many spoons to make it. But I'm so proud of it. So if you could do me the honor of watching it, just checking it out, if it's your thing, um, I mean, that would mean a lot to me just because I was really proud. Um, I don't have a huge platform. Um, I have actually a really small channel. And I, like, even with that tiny, tiny, tiny platform, I want to use my voice for good instead of evil. I do use my voice for evil sometimes, but like the fun kind of evil. So anyways, I'll get off my soapbox again. So if you want to watch that, I appreciate it. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wash my face because I just want my makeup. I just want my face back. So this combination of foundations is it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you weren't here in the beginning, I use the dreaded foundation powder, and then I also use Milani Conceal and Correct because they finally have a colored light enough for me. So, yeah, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.